What can I do?
What can you do? You can answer some questions if you don't mind.
Elijah, if there are different questions, I'm not going to be going over the same information again and
No,
again.
you keep telling me to read the complaint. I told you I've read through it. Don't understand what it says as far as the threat that I posed to my daughter. Just kind of want clarification on that.
Okay, then you need to come to court, and the judge will explain it to you.
No, why don't you explain it to me, because that's not the judge's
I
job.
have explained it to you, and,
No.
and for whatever reason,
All right. What
I'm
do
not
you
able to
do?
say
You
it
have a
right, but I
problem with
understand
me and Gwen raising my daughter together?
Are you in a relationship with her?
Absolutely.
Okay.
She's my wife. And you're impeding on my contract with her by your, trying to contract with her for your services. You're actually impeding on a pre-existing contractual agreement that we have. Breaking a lot of laws in this. So, do you have any objection to that?
You would need to come to court, Elijah. Like I said before.
Do you have any?
Psychological evaluation.
I'm not getting any psychological evaluation. Get over it, okay? Court order, I don't care. All right? We already established court orders. I don't care about.
Okay.
You need to stop talking about the psychological. I'm not either, miss. You're just being like you're gently, like being very disrespectful. You know?
I'm not being disrespectful.
Yeah, you are. You're not.
Okay.
You're not even trying to remotely answer my question, which is very straightforward, and I've asked it like 4 different ways, like 50 different times. I don't know how else to word it. So, do you have any problems with myself and Gwen raising my baby, our baby together? Or is your job to cause divisions within the family and then try to capitalize with, child support and all these other services that you guys are trying to obtain?
Elijah, we're not capitalizing on anything. We're here to...
Yeah, you are. I know how you get paid. You get paid per case, per child. So don't, I'll cross-examine you under oath. You will provide me with the right information then.
Okay,
so let's not...
If that's the route that you want to take...
No, I want my daughter back. That's my route.
You need to go to court or complete the psychological evaluation.
I'm not trying to...
It's up to you on where we go from here.
Okay, you keep telling me what I need to do as far as legal advice. I don't need that from you. Yeah, you are. You keep telling me to go to court. Listen, hold on. You keep telling me to go to court. I don't have to go to court. I can move my case not going to court in absentia. Okay, you keep telling me that I have to follow psychological evaluations. I do not.
Okay, then...
So stop telling me the same thing and just answer my question so we can have a productive conversation.
Your behaviors, your inappropriate comments, cause a concern for the safety of Alina.
Yeah, but that would... Okay, again, I know you have concerns for the safety of Alina. Great.
I do.
Okay, what are they specifically?
Elijah, we've gone through...
No, we have not. You never specified exactly what it is.
Alina to your care, you would need to do the things that you don't want me to keep saying, but that's what would need to be done.
No,
I need to
absolutely
make sure
not.
that she has somewhere to live, a
Absolutely
safe
not.
environment.
That only needs to be done if I really pose a threat. If it's true what you claim, that I pose a threat to my daughter, whether it be neglectfully or abusively or psychologically, whatever you're trying to spin it, you have to prove, the burden of proof is on you, and I have to defend that, whatever claim you make, I have to defend that in court. So by you not telling me, you're actually committing obstruction of justice and allowing me to move my case accordingly. Okay, because I don't know what to defend against. Like I know there's a bunch of false accusations. That's not hard to prove false and unmeritorious. The thing is that I don't know exactly how I'm going to approach this case because you're not disclosing all the information that you need to by law to me.
I have disclosed everything, and you're well aware of it now that you have the complaint.
No, the complaint, again, you keep saying about the complaint as if I understand what that says. That's why if I understood it, I'd be like, oh, okay, the complaint says this is what I need to, argue. I don't understand what the complaint is alleging, what threat it is that I can prove doesn't exist. I don't understand. So why don't you...
have not complied with any of the services that were recommended.
Right. You know what? I haven't complied with any services before I became a father either. So how is that relevant to my daughter's safety?
Do with it, or a child abuse allegation.
Yeah, I know you are. Okay, so you got involved. What is the evidence for you right now today? It's December or something, not March 28th. It's December. What do you have as far as what threat do I pose psychologically, abusively, whatever, to my daughter?
You have not told us where you live.
Okay. That's a threat to my daughter? How is that a threat to my daughter?
We need to make sure she has a safe home.
She does. She has 2 homes that are safe.
Then what are those addresses?
Well, you have both of them on file. What are you asking me for? Where she's at right now, she's safe, and she could be there until, if I'm forced to give you guys my private information as far as my address, then I will have to concede. But until then, it's private information. You're not privileged to it. Neither is your court.
There's nothing further.
Okay, hold on. Yeah, there is. You have a little faith. All right, don't give up on yourself. I know you feel hopeless and incompetent, but there is some help you can offer me.
You may want to think all of those things about me, and none of them are true.
Okay, that's...
I have not insulted you.
All right, yeah, you have. Indirectly you have. You didn't insult me straightforwardly, but you are accusing me of being a bad dad.
I've never said you were a bad father.
So...
However, you need to comply with the services in order for
Okay.
me to Alina back.
Who's the burden of proof on me or you to prove that there's a threat to my daughter?
Elijah, we have proved that. That's why we have...
You haven't proved anything. The only thing that wasn't objected to, actually it was, and the case kept moving forward, but that's an appellate issue.
To come to court.
I don't have to go to court. Would you listen, miss? I had conferences over the phone with the judge. I don't have to physically be there. And the really last hearing, I never even had a chance to get, first of all, notified of when my court date was. Secondly, didn't even get a phone conference.
Yeah, you have to appear in person to court.
No, I don't know what person is in person. I don't know what that means. Had disabilities of getting there. There has to be remedy offered for me to move my case from where I am.
Disabilities, and we will try to remedy that.
Well, I have, I can't really travel. My legs hurt a lot. I have mobile disability issues. Comes and goes. Some days it's good, some days it's bad. But that particular,
Those disabilities.
the weather. I don't know. I guess stress. Maybe. I don't know. You guys causing me physical ailments and stuff like that. Mental. I'll claim that as damages later, but. I don't know what the cause is, miss. The fact remains is that I can't get there. So what do I do? How do I talk to the judge if I can't physically get there?
Well, this is the first I'm hearing about it. Have you ever told the judge that you can't physically get there?
I never had an opportunity to tell the judge that I couldn't physically
But
get
if you're
there.
having phone conferences with him all the time, then why wouldn't you tell him
I
that?
didn't have them all the time. I just told you.
said you had them
Try
all
to
the time.
focus. I just told you I had two. Challenge jurisdiction at both. Never proven on the record. Don't have any records right now of proof of jurisdiction. Secondly, I don't know. I'm not gonna bore you with all that legal stuff, but the very last hearing, I did not partake in at all over the phone, physically there, nothing. Why wasn't I able to present my arguments in that previous hearing?
You now know the next hearing is January 15th, and you can be there for it.
Why wasn't I notified, and why wasn't I offered remedy in order to be?
Nobody, and I'm confidently gonna say that nobody knew that you had these physical ailments.
Oh, so you just assumed that I was a healthy, functioning human being?
You were coming to visit.
So?
How were you getting to the visit?
Well, my conditions were really good back then. I was in good spirits. I had access to
Because
my
you were
daughter.
denied, visits with your child.
Yeah, that caused a lot of physical, mental, emotional problems for me. So yeah.
Okay, well then you need to bring that up with the judge.
How do I do that?
You would need to call him. You have his number. You've been calling him.
Yeah, I called the new judge. They don't want to talk to me. They said I have to go there physically. So why are you giving me? You're telling me one thing when I do that.
But you didn't tell me that, so you can't pick and choose what you're gonna tell me.
All right, listen. I can't go to any court dates from here on out. Can't get there. Physical disabled. Just for those particular, means. I can't get there. How can we arrange a phone conference? And why wasn't I allowed, again, why wasn't I allowed to argue my points in the previous hearing? And why did you proceed?
You didn't show up, Elijah.
I was supposed to be offered a phone conference if I don't show up to court.
And it is in the last court order that I emailed you that you are not allowed to do phone conferences anymore. You have to appear in person.
I can't appear in person because I'm not a person. I'm a man. If I appear in person, that would negate my argument of jurisdiction because I'm a respondent to the complaint. So that's actually part of my case, is not showing up to court and arguing the court's jurisdiction over this whole, to even preside over this matter. So why are you trying to compromise my, ability to argue my points and defend myself accordingly? Because, you feel as though I need to physically get there?
Elijah, I don't know.
You don't know. All right. Do you know any laws as far as, Title 30?
I'm well aware of child abuse and neglect laws.
All right.
We're not here to question me.
Oh.
What we're doing, these are the two things to get your daughter back. It is up to you on what path you take.
I'm going to get my daughter back regardless. It's my property.
Then that's fine. Then you do that, and Jennifer will give you a call on Monday at 10 a.m.
No.
That is what she is court ordered to do, and we follow court orders.
Yeah, but that's you. I'm not.
Okay, that's what we're going to do. I have nothing else to talk to you about right now.
Yeah,
Jennifer
actually, I have some more questions.
On Monday at 10.
I have some more questions for you.
I don't have any more answers, Elijah.
How do you know
You're
what my
not even supposed to
questions
be
are?
calling the office.
How do you know what my questions are before you?
No, I don't have any more answers.
Why not?
Because you ask the same questions over and over.
Obviously, because you're not answering them accordingly.
So I need to end this phone call.
Why aren't you just
have to
answering
go
the
into another
question?
meeting,
Why don't you
and
just
Jennifer
answer the
will call you
question?
on Monday at 10 a.m.
Let me talk to Julia Blacker.
All right.
You're
Bye-bye.
a fat cunt.